Whoa, my cat's insane. Hold on, buddy. Come on, the maniac. Alright, this reading is for Taurus. Sorry about that slow beginning. My cat had stuff to do. Now I'm eating it. Can't hand you, so. You guys love snacks. You know what it's like. We're reading for Taurus. What you need to know. You see that? Fucking insane. I gotta pause this. I'm gonna talk to him. Well, Taurus humans, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. His name is Nugget, and he's insane. You're insane, Mr. Bugs. You're insane. He didn't want to play, so I gave him to him. Come on. Let me just read it for these people. I'm not editing it out because he's so damn cute. So, sorry, Taurus, but you gotta deal with it. You guys are all about home, love, and family life. Not like Cancer, they're crazy. And happy birthday, Taurus, because it's your birthday season. And by the way, it's going to be not so much what you need to know, as it is going to be what you want to know. Might have to adjust the lights. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So sorry. Jeez. That's better, I guess. Except that I've only got 4 inches for the cards to go now. Okay, so I figured all that chatter was pretty annoying. So I dealt out your cards. And now we're back. So I'll tell you about them. So you have to sit there and watch all the shuffling. Ooh, what in the hell am I doing with these cards? Half of them facing the wrong way. Doesn't happen very often. And I'll pause you again. I believe that deck didn't want to play today. We're going to use a different one. So, and so we start out with you at the center always. You have the Queen of Fire, upright. So somebody who's, I want to say attractive to others, but I don't want to just say physically attractive because they're not just physically attractive. It's their confidence that's attractive. It's their vibe. They're just, they know that they are meant to be worshipped. So you are in the spot where you're knowing your worth and you're presenting it to the world. You're not going to take anything less. And we have the Tower reverse, which is crossing you, which can indicate generally a narrowly avoided disaster. I wanted to clarify that though. No. I'll wait till they're ready. For Taurus, what was this narrowly avoided disaster? Okay, so you were gonna sleep on something that you shouldn't have slept on. One more card for a clarifier. I'm eating chicken, or well, you can't see them, but they're the sweet tart chicks and ducks or something. They're delicious. Okay, Taurus, I owe you guys an extra reading for this session because this has been chaos, but only the external elements, physical world surrounding my readings. So we have you and your I'm badass vibe, right? And you're narrowly avoiding a disaster. So for clarification for that, if you were going to sleep on something that you were afraid of, what was the right wording for this? The Nine of Wands reversed. I'll use the book to tell you the exactly correct words for the world to know. No, I'm not even juggling today. If I was juggling, it would be a lot easier probably to deal with the fucking slowness of the translation. But it's going to come together. Just bear with me. Fear of getting hurt, not letting anyone close. Repressing your fears, not confronting them. So, this reading is about what do you want to know? What do you need to know? Right now, you need to know that maybe actually this tower that you're avoiding might have been sleeping on something and not pursuing it because you were afraid of it, and that might have been how you narrowly avoided it. Or you're going to miss it because you're afraid. But we're going to find that out as we go forward. So we have the Ace of Fire. And on top of that, we have the Predator card. And it's weird because Prey came out up here, but we'll talk about that as we go through. So the start of a new, creative, passionate endeavor. Very Venusian. You could say love, but love is not as simple as passion. So just keep that in your hat. So the Five of Air reversed. And on top of that, we have Akasha. So that's the collective universal energy. Like everything that ever was will happen or could happen or whatever will happen, the Akashic record. And then it's on top of the Five of Air reversed. So this is the past, new creative passion or whatever. And this is the more recent past. And it just feels like betrayal to me, but it's upside down and it's got the Akashic record. So maybe you had foresight about it. Here we have the future. And it's the Two of Cups or Two of Water reversed when Midas's touch is on top of it. So something that is an ability to benefit caused this relationship or this pairing, this meeting of people to fall apart. I'm going to go back and clarify the Five of Swords, please. So having many options regarding the creative endeavor we had. Maybe you just knew it wasn't for you. Maybe you knew that they were bad people, predator. And then they were trying to benefit, and that's where it falls apart. Maybe you're going to see how they're trying to benefit. Chariot reversed, okay? So not allowing the relationship to move forward might be your Midas's touch. It might be the way you protect yourself. Okay, so we had the Two of Cups, basically, right? That's what we started with. We are clarifying it with the Two of Cups, reversed. Seven of Wands. Now remember, this is all in the future energy pile. I'm going to read it right from the book. Inner struggle, controlling power seeking, self-righteous, unsound ideas, defensive, easily provoked, unable to understand others, unyielding. There are two sides to every story. And then the Two of Cups I'm going to read is difficulties with boundaries, conflict of interest, the need to manipulate, fear of instability, torn between affection and the fear of getting hurt, ecstasy as a means of escape. Getting to know someone deeply helps us understand loneliness, to recognize yourself and others. I'm not sure if this person is genuinely bad for you or if you're just perceiving it that way, but I get the vibe that the relationship's going to end because of someone trying to gain for themselves only. So the overall vibe of this reading is the Page of Water with the word breathe and the Devil card reversed on top of it. So this is about breaking away from that energy, breaking away from this negative connection where someone's just using you for their own gain. Now, breathe brings me up to the Four of Swords, where it's like rest and, regain your strength. Take your time to figure out where you've been, where you need to go. But the Page of Water can be a pregnancy or an offer of love or an apology. Now, I definitely think what you need to do is relax, sit back, and reflect on the situation. Take the Four of Swords energy and just, roll with it for a little while. Now, the world sees you with 7 of water, 7 of cups, which is having many options. And you need to change your point of view on that. Shit, you bastard. Card falling off the table. And the card that fell off the table, the Lovers. So the world sees you as having many options. But you need to make a choice. That's what the Lovers represents, it's a choice. And you need to have your point of view completely changed before you make that choice. Like I said, breathe. Take some time. Let's see what we get if we pull one of these cards to clarify that. Music. Interesting. A choice to make with new perspective. For me, music would be like taking your time to reflect, because music is where I connect with the all. But I don't know if that's the case for you guys. Unbound. Definitely time to free yourself from any burdening. And burdening doesn't mean like heavy or like difficult. Burdening means something that you put your time into that's not yours, is what I mean. That's how the world sees you. Could be, no, that's what I'm sticking with. Now the 7 of Fire reversed is going to mean defeat. That's how you see the world. So I'm assuming you feel like very defeated feeling, probably by the result of this turmoil or tumultuous relationship. 3 of Wands. Page of Wands. Hierophant. Okay, so the 3 of Wands reversed. Unwillingness to move forward with something. Where we had the Chariot in reverse before, I think that's a similar vibe. The challenge of the 3 of Wands in reverse is to embark on the big adventure. So, if you see the world is defeating you, I think maybe you're afraid to, send the message of new creative energy. Or even marriage. Sometimes it's smart to be careful. Cards, don't be giving them crazy advice, be crazy. Spirit guides. Okay. Shit. Fuck you then, I guess, is what they just told me. Channel abundance. Spirit guides and then channel abundance. Sorry, Predator card. So your defeat that you view the world as is making you afraid to move forward. And this can be not just marriage, but a spiritual, like your spiritual path. And usually it represents structured religion, but for me, I don't believe in structured religion, so I don't vibe on that explanation so much here. I would say that you need to contact your own personal spirit guides to stop feeling like the world's defeating you, to find your way to channel abundance and prosperity. What you need to know, what you want to know. Okay, so reaping the benefits of hard work. Not spilling. Okay, so the 5 of Cups is only focusing on the negative when you have good positive things around you still. So it's like, oh, this person broke up with me, but you don't stop in the same breath say that the better person is still in love with you somewhere else. Or let's say it's, I lost $20 million in the lottery or the stock market, but I have a great family and friends who love me and I'm never hungry. It's not looking at your positives. It's only focusing on your negatives. And this is your hopes or fears. And then the Queen of Pentacles reversed is going to be somebody who doesn't, it's very self-serving. I'm going to say if you only notice the negative shit going on around you, you're not going to see how good other things are, and you're not going to be able to pick the fruit off of that tree. You need to focus on the positive shit instead of instead of letting your fears and your negatives get you down. Let's just see if one card wants to clarify for that. That's at the end. There's still two there. Boundaries and truth hurts. Yep. So what, they left, or so what, they're not the right person for you. It's okay if they're greedy bitches, because you've got a lot of shit going for you still. Setting up personal boundaries is the only way to really be able to help anybody, because if you don't have a system of making sure you're not giving too much, then you won't have anything to give. It's really, really quick and easy for you to run out of resources, even just energetic resources, because you've given too much to other people. And Taurus, you guys like to give because that's how you perceive love. That's how you show that you care. But you can't give everything away, or you won't have anything to live. And then when you're dead, you can't give anything after that, can you? So we have prey and abandonment for the final result. We also have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And since I already have one of the clear cards, I'm not going to pull one of those. I'm going to pull my Gummy Bear Tarot. So I feel like there's the result of this reading as it stands. Seven of Pentacles clarifies it. Maybe it means you're going to leave the situation that's hurting you. Because the Seven of Pentacles upright again, that's a great vibe. That's reaping the benefits of hard work. Maybe you're going to abandon the predator that's down there in the Ace of Fire, the new creative endeavor that you guys started, or the passionate new star, or whatever. And you're going to do your own thing. Okay. So, you can remove yourself from the situation if you just take off the blindfold or notice that there's a bunch of sharp objects around here to cut the rope. The Eight of Swords is leaving yourself stuck in a situation that you can take yourself out of. Anytime you can free yourself. And the Sun reversed, it's like almost like a curse. Hold on, yeah. The reversed Sun card is going to be oriented towards superficial success and cheerfulness, egotism, denying the shadow, attempting to cling to youth, short-sightedness. If you fight only for gain, you won't gain anything worth fighting for. The task is to let your vitality into the light. That's not a complete sentence, so whatever. Either you remove yourself from the situation or you forsake your gifts. So the Sun card is really a card of happiness and gifts, and not gifts like monetary or given gifts, but happiness. Just happy ending, happy new beginnings can be the Sun, because there's a kid on there, a little baby. So one more little set of cards here. Thanks for bearing with me if you guys made it this far. So what does Taurus need to know? What do they want to know? What do they need to know? What do they want to know? What do they need to know? And I'm sure that there's a difference in some worlds, but there's also, if something's different, it can still be the same in its own way. Just how it connects is up to the universe to decide. Sorry, universe and cards for being so stupid there. So, there's one. Eight of Pentacles reversed. What does Taurus need to know? Yeah, I know what that means, cards. I'm just saying, is there anything else before I tell them? They want me to tell you before we continue. Really? You guys really gonna be like that? Okay. This is being unwilling to put in the work. Shit. Okay. That's fair. If you're unwilling to put the work in to make this better for yourself, you're going to succumb to restrictions that destroy you. Put in the work. What you need to know, what you want to know. This is not going the way it should go. It's time for you to stop worrying about how bad it was and move forward into something that's new and better. But for what's new and better for you right now needs to be resting and reflecting. It needs to be focusing on individual growth, personal ascension. And after you take some time on that, maybe the next reading will say there's someone else, but right now this is about separating yourself from a negative, selfish dickhole, basically. Someone who isn't in it for love, a predator. And reflect on yourself, your own personal spiritual benefits. Like, sometimes when we're with somebody, we do get focusing on the negativity, and we forsake our gifts. We forsake the thing we're here to offer the universe. And it's time for you to put the work in to get away from it. You need to just move. Move so that you may rest. Thank you for joining us today, Taurus people. I hope that this helps you, and we will be back in another week or something with more tarot news. Be well.